On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to roam now. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdoad.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
first down. Murray going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he's forced out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray to air it out again. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. On second down, here's Mixon. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Bust through the tackle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Gain of 4 yards and a Raven first down.
Here we go.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle.
17-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Pass complete to Miles Boykin.
Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray going deep downfield for... He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Bengals first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
35-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
J.K. Dobbins.
Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Clinton Dix brought him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the 3-time Pro Bowler, here's Mark Ingram. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Jordan Evans on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And some space here. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. To throw again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Marlon. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
4 yards.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Raven first down.
Here's Dobbins, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3-yard pickup.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And got his man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Is no good.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Calais Campbell.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Patrick Onwuasor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Dobbins again. The ball.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Carlos.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Patrick on.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Justin.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Bengals.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On first and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Murray. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the